What's up, everybody? It's Dom Universe. Today I want to make this video real quick and talk about how you can get into your heart center. Your heart center is a very powerful thing. You think the mind is powerful. Remember, the heart is 100,000 plus times stronger than the brain, and it carries memory. So one thing I want y'all to do to get into your heart center is eat healthy. Eat healthy. Like I talked about this many times, we know that meat, it messes with your heart. It makes your heart heavy because you consuming dark energy of tortured animals. The stress hormones that they release when they're killed stays in the meat. You cannot destroy energy. Remember that. The heart space the heart center is a very important thing to learn how to utilize in this life, because you need your heart to get to the other side, to get to the next dimension, to ascend. Your heart is the soul of the seat of the soul. Your heart is the seat of the soul, and the eyes are the windows to the soul. Now, we're not talking about the eyes though. Now, second off, I want y'all to also pay attention to any feeling you get in your body. And this is in any situation to help you get in tune with your body and your heart center. When you in situations, let's say you in situations like this will boost your clairvoyancy. You could be in your room just on your phone and you get a feeling in your heart. Pay attention. It could be your higher self trying to tap in. It could be your angels trying to communicate with you through clairvoyancy. I mean, not clairvoyancy, but clairsentience. Just feelings. What else? When I say pay attention to all the feelings you get, you got to listen to your heart. So learn how to quiet the mind. Okay, so most meditations teach you how to quiet the mind, right? But there is meditation specifically for quieting the mind. Now, I want y'all to try to use that and utilize breathing meditation, or you can combine the two if you want to be technical. Combining the two, because that's actually what you're doing when you're doing a meditation for quieting the mind. It helps you get in tune with your right brain and your body. You taking your conscious you taking your attention from your mind and down to your heart. What this will do is, breathing puts your conscious to your body, because you got to pay attention to your breathing patterns and where you're breathing. So you really supposed to be breathing deep, and I'm talking about into your perineum or your genitals or your lower abdomen, however deep, as long as it's down there. This takes your mind from your your awareness from your mind. You're not always supposed to be in your mind. Now, you in your mind, oftentimes, most humans are in their left brain too much because of school. School teaches you, we go to school for like 12 to 14 years, however long, that's if you went to jumpstart in preschool. If you in school, you are taught all type of logical things, mathematical things, rational things, and analytical things. That's all associated with the brain and ego. We supposed to also learn how to use the heart. The heart has memory because it's a muscle, just like the mind, just like the brain. It carries memory, muscle memory. So all this will help you strengthen your clairvoyancy, because like I say about the people who are empaths, they have empathy for humans, and oftentimes empaths go through things. They go through a lot, and it's hard for them to learn how to control their gift. Oftentimes empath's gift is clairvoyancy and clairsentience. Now, with clairsentience, they accidentally absorb energy. You got to learn how to not absorb so much energy, and by doing this, you got to have awareness of your inner self, paying attention to any feeling you get in your body. You may be vibrating at a low frequency. Raise your vibration. It's not hard to raise your vibration. It varies throughout the day, depending on what you're doing. It varies throughout the day. It could be high, it could be low, depending on who you are. Your frequency may be low all the time. Sometimes we get a temporary raise in our vibration depending on the things we are doing at the moment. So this is why I say listen to the heart and quiet the mind. Learn. Oh, and another thing is cold showers. Cold showers helps you get out of your left brain into your heart center. So I'm gonna explain this. When, let's say you about to get in the cold shower, you know you about to step in cold water. You not used to cold water. You know how I feel though. You know it's cold as shit. So you, before you get in the shower, you probably counting down from 5 at least a million, cadillion, zillion times, counting down from 5 to 3, and you still haven't jumped in yet. Or you probably be like, oh, that's cold as hell. I don't know about that. That's you using your left brain. You gotta not think about it and just jump into it. That's one thing we gotta learn in this life. Learn to take risks, because it's not always about your left brain. That's associated with fear, because that's where your ego is. Your ego is associated with attachment and fear. What the cold showers would do, and also when you take cold showers, it puts you in a meditative state. Almost failed. But it puts you in a meditative state, because when you take cold showers, it's making you feel something you're not used to. So you gotta have your awareness on your body. And not only that, when you're cold, all your blood travels down to your heart. I hope you know that. When you cold, all of your blood travels out of your limbs into the core of your body. So just imagine. But yeah, also you need to learn, but with clairsentience, you got to learn to pay attention to the feelings in your heart, because I think I already said this, but it could be your higher self or your angels trying to talk to you through feeling, through clairsentience. It could be your higher self or you trying to communicate with yourself in this dimension. So pay attention to the feelings you get at certain times, even the thoughts, because your thoughts play a role in that. It could be your thought, you could get a clairsentient feeling in your heart at any certain time in the day, and your mind, it may have something that got something to do with the feeling. So, but no, yes, pay attention to your heart more, but don't neglect the mind, because you need your mind in this life. You do need your mind. Your mind is associated with logic. So when you get a certain feeling and you know what it's from, you use logic to help you understand it, right? But strengthening your clairsentience. So also learn how to listen to it. Learn how to listen to your heart. So let's say you trying to figure out a passion, or you trying to figure out how to choose something. Use your heart as a compass. It don't matter whatever it is. Any scenario in your life, use your heart as a compass. Like, let's say you're looking at pictures, or you reading something, or you trying to choose something. You probably in a situation where you got to choose this or that, A or B. You probably trying to choose where to go. Let's say you trying to book a vacation. You got two options. You trying to choose Hawaii or Costa Rica. Anything, any choice, anything, any situation where you got to choose something. Practice using your heart in them situations. Pay attention to how your heart feel about both of them. Instead of using your eyes, use your subconscious. Use your intuition, your heart. Because your heart will never lie to you. Especially when it comes to your purpose. Your soul knows what your purpose is. So let's say you was trying to figure that out. Look at a bunch of talents. Look at all forms. Look at different types of art, talents. Look at occupations, businesses. Look at just things you could do and get paid from. And then try to use your heart to choose and see which one you resonate with. This can be for any situation, any scenario in your life. Especially when it comes to, let's say your friend wants you to go out clubbing with them, and it's late at night, and you wondering if you should stay home or go out. Now that can take logic. But at the same time, it's about how you feeling, because it's not bad to go out and have fun. Don't let nobody tell you that it's bad to go out and have fun. Excuse me. Pay attention to your heart. Choose with your heart. See, people people they try to make you feel bad for being sensitive, and this keeps people out of their heart. This make people not in tune with their heart. Excuse the background noise. This make people stay in their brain. They try to make logic out of why do they think I'm sensitive? What makes me sensitive? Oh, maybe I'm being irritating. You start just making up random things with your logical mind, your left brain, after somebody tell you sensitive. This takes your consciousness out of your heart and up here. All being emotional is having a strong clairsentience, having strong ability to be able to read energy. And all that takes is learning how to control, learning how to utilize, learning how to harvest, learning how to cultivate it. That's all it takes. It's not a bad thing to be emotional, because if you think about it, right, the people who telling you that you're emotional in a ridiculing type of way, these people are not very emotional. They have numbness. They have problems they have to deal with. Never let nobody make you feel like it's bad to be emotional. You that's a gift, actually. That's a God-given gift to be emotional. Not everybody, like if you emotional, that means you got a good heart. You have it's likely you have a pure heart. Now you can be emotional and evil at the same time. But that's weird. But yeah. That's pretty much it though. Don't forget to mirror gaze. Because when you mirror gaze, it take your mind off of, like when you mirror gaze, you might start seeing your face doing all type of alternations and warping, and your eyeballs probably turning black or moving down or whatever. That is your mind playing tricks on you. Just take it as that, right? And you gotta pay attention with your heart, because when you put your attention on all the tricks that your mind playing, it breaks your focus. It breaks your focus. And so you got to pay attention with your mind. You get me? And another thing, one last thing, is helping people. When you help somebody, you do it from the heart. You raise their vibration. When you raise somebody's vibration, you raise your own. When you raise yours, you raise other people's. We all share consciousness. Remember that. We all one. And that's another thing that helps you get in tune with your heart center. Knowing that we are all one and we share a collective consciousness. All thoughts are not yours. There are some other people's as well, depending on your vibrational frequency. Because another thing about this is where synchronicity comes into play. But we could talk about synchronicity in another video. But that's also when you pay attention to your heart center, you make a lot of synchronicity with your significant other when it comes to relationships. And I noticed this. Like, you start thinking about the same things, you start feeling their feelings from afar, you start knowing what they're doing somehow, you start getting messages into your heart. Pay attention to those feelings. That's another thing. Pay attention to those feelings. When you get them messages in your heart, that's clairsentience. Always trust your heart. Your heart will never lie to you. It's Dom Universe. I love y'all. Like, subscribe, peace.